Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's video segment is on Thanksgiving Day. This video segment will showcase about little brief facts, history, and deciding whether you still want to celebrate Thanksgiving or not after hearing from what I have to say. Plus, I'll also include a link from CDC on how you can be safe during Thanksgiving weekend this year. Before I begin, I just want to let everybody know that everything that I'll be mentioning in this video are references that I've researched through the internet. So at the end of this video, I'll be sure to include links that I have visited and be able to allow others to see where I got my information for educational purposes. Alright, let's dive right into facts and little brief history about Thanksgiving. In 1789, Thanksgiving Day became a national U.S. holiday appointed by George Washington at the request of Congress. It wasn't until Abraham Lincoln proclaimed a National Thanksgiving Day to be held each November officially in 1863. In 1621, the Plymouth colonists and the Wampanoag Native Americans shared an autumn harvest feast that is acknowledged today as the first Thanksgiving collaborations in the colonies. In September of 1620, a small ship called the Mayflower left Plymouth, England, carrying 102 passengers, an assortment of religious separatists seeking a new home to practice their faith freely, and other individuals lured by the promise of prosperity and land ownership in the New World. In 1817, New York became one of the first of several states to officially adopt an annual Thanksgiving holiday. Today, nearly 90% of Americans celebrate Thanksgiving by eating turkey, whether it's baked, deep fried, or roasted. Volunteering is a common Thanksgiving activity, whereas communities held food drives and host free dinners to help the less unfortunate. Now let's talk about the controversies of Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving tends to be a controversy due to how some scholars, whether the Feast of Plymouth actually contributed to the first Thanksgiving here in the US. Native Americans, in their view of the traditional perspective of Thanksgiving, depicts a deceptively portrait of relations between the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag people, masking the long and bloody history of conflict between the Native American people and the European settlers, which resulted in deaths of tens of thousands. National Day of Mourning is a message reminder to Native Americans, for those who have lost their lives, of the genocide and the relentless assault on Native American culture. So let's ask ourselves, should we or should we not celebrate Thanksgiving this year or at all as a holiday, in spite of the history behind it all? That is up to you to decide. One thing's important is that just because Thanksgiving exists doesn't mean that we should ignore or erase the history behind it. However, if you want to help be a great support for the Native American community or supporting your fellow Native Americans out there, please do not forget the history that is behind from this holiday. This is something that is always going to be educated for a long time and that needs to be brought up, heard, as well as advocated. Thank you for watching this short fact and little brief history of Thanksgiving that I got to share with all of you. I hope you all stay safe and healthy this Thanksgiving weekend. Please make sure you stay safe by social distancing, masking up, and making sure you cover your sneezes and coughs. Until next time.